on, YouTube? It is Charles, and today we're on our second of two unboxings for my 47th birthday. Very excited about this action figure. It is actually the chase to the Jamie Hayter figure I unboxed earlier. This is the 1 of 5,000 Alex Reynolds of the Dark Order action figure from Series 9, the Unmatched Collection. Very excited about this, it being a 1 of 5,000. I knew it was going to be a little bit hard to get a hold of, but I actually found it at Walmart.com of all places. I have only seen it for sale in person or online once, so when I saw it, I knew I had to pull that trigger and get this into my collection, especially considering I got the rest of the Dark Order in my collection. So let's take a look at the packaging here. The front, we have the big window. We can see that we have an extra head. He comes with a long jacket there. I think this look is based on maybe the Dynamite from October 16, 2021 in Miami, Florida. That's where this is from. On the back and the rest of the series, we have Jamie Hayter, which I unboxed in the last video. We have Jon Moxley, which I actually have the first Jon Moxley, and it looks the same as this. I may get one of the newer ones with the bald Jon Moxley because it's a different look than the one that I have right now. We have Wheeler Yuta. I have this action figure. We have Claudio. I have a great Mattel action figure, and actually one. I have three from Mattel. I have one from right around the time he was released from WWE. One from right around the time when he was in a tag team with Sheamus, and then another basic from Mattel. And the AEW one doesn't look too much different, and so I don't know if it justifies paying full price. If I see this at a discount, I may pick it up. We have Jeff Hardy. Again, I have great Jeff Hardy action figure from Mattel from when he was in the WWE. It doesn't look too much different than this one, so I'm not going to get that. And I actually have this Bryan Danielson action figure. So that's enough talk about the box. Let's get this guy out and get a look at him. The way that I judge these action figures are what I call the 3 A's. We start with appearance, we go to articulation, and then after that we talk about accessories. This box is giving me a little bit of trouble. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Trying to get this jacket removed so we can actually get a good look at the actual action figure in and out of the jacket. And I am noticing one thing that is going to be very frustrating with this action figure already, but it is of very high quality as far as the action figure itself. The point of contention is this coat. They use a very, very heavy rubber, which is very, very hard to move. So let's start with the appearance. Yeah, the face, it looks great. You have a great face scan that looks like him. We have two different faces. We have kind of a shouting, open mouth face, and we have a more stoic, serious face. We have the trademark 5 o'clock shadow, along with the long hair. This is definitely a high quality action figure. Looks just like the character it's based on, so that gets an A+. In my opinion, one of the better face scans that I've seen. And for it to be a 1 in 5,000 shade, so I think, you expect that kind of quality. The body looks a little bit more slight than I would have expected. I mean, he's not a muscle-bound genetic freak, but he's not a skinny guy either. He has a very athletic build, and this feels like like this upper body at least may have been used for another character, and they just recycled it, but it does seem a little bit small for Alex Reynolds. And the tights are identical to the ones on the back that were taken from that Dynamite in October 2021. We got Reynolds on the back of the tight, purple and gray. Very basic wrestling boots. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that it is a little bit hard to get it balanced. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's what the balance issue is, but it does not want to stand up straight without a lot of work. The jacket is amazing. On the back it has Dark Order Alex Reynolds. So yeah, it's a great looking figure. I mean, from the appearance aspect of it, gets an A+ in that. Now let's talk about articulation, and it doesn't look like there are any new surprises if you collect the Jazzwares action figure line. The head goes back and forth, and you have this ball joint that's under the removable head, and so you get swivel and left to right from that ball joint. Moves very well, even with the long hair, because the long hair isn't as stiff and cumbersome as some other action figures I've opened. We go down to the arms. We have shoulder with an up and down hinge on it, all the way around, cut in between the bicep and the shoulder for horizontal movement, double jointed pinned elbows that work brilliantly. You can get those all the way up with the hands touching the shoulders, so there's no hindrance there. The hands, of course, are removable, but they have a back and forth hinge on them and can, of course, go round and round. The torso is on a swivel in the upper torso, and going down to the hip, we have another joint. We should have a little horizontal movement, but not really happening here with this action figure. Between the hip and the leg, we have the ball joint, of course, thigh cut for horizontal left and right movement. We have double jointed pinned knees, but it does come with very cumbersome knee pads that are harder to move, so you're not going to get the full range of motion out of those double jointed knees. And then going down, we have a cut in the calf for horizontal movement, back and forth on the feet, and a slight side to side. So the articulation, like I said, is very standard. I wish you would get a little bit more horizontal movement on the hip, but that's a minor complaint. I would give it a B-, C+. Now, as far as accessories go, I am very, very happy with what we have. Let's talk about the spare head. We have two distinct different looks from this character. We have the open hand for the Dark Order hand signal that they all do. And we have this jacket. It's all one piece, but lots of intricate molding there. We have the laces in the back with the Dark Order symbol. We have a lot of creases and folds and bends. A very organic looking piece with the studs painted in, and they're raised. All of this detail is sculpted and raised. So a lot of work went into this jacket. And so as far as accessories go, even though they're sparse, I give the accessories an A+ for the detail that they did for this action figure here. let's compare him to his tag team partner, John Silver. There we go. The height difference it feels accurate. Good looking duo there. Let's see if we can get the whole Dark Order in the frame. So yeah, we got Alex Reynolds here. Again, having issues standing him up. But overall, like I said, I would give this action figure altogether, I would give it an A solid, flat out A, for capturing the likeness of Alex Reynolds, and especially the accessories. We got Stu Grayson right here. I am not going to be able to get all these guys in frame. But I am very, very happy with the action figure. Well worth the price. I paid $30 for it. And, I mean, for a rare chase, that is not a bad deal. The aesthetic matches perfectly with the group. And then where did Anna J go? I cannot find my Anna J figure that goes with the set. Here we go. And we got Anna J to complete the Dark Order. So yeah, this was my big birthday gift to myself for the big 4-7. And I am very happy. I have so much more than an old disabled nerd deserves. And I'm looking forward to 47 and see what this year brings. Of course, we're going to have a lot more comic book content. Hopefully a lot more action figure content. And who knows where this channel may go. I'm always going to be advocating for disability and mental health, because those are the foundation of this channel. But I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. If you want to give me a birthday gift, share this with your friends. Get me up over 400 subscribers. As of recording, I'm at 389. So let's get me up to 400 subscribers for my 47, and I will see you next time. Until then, keep buying them action figures. Join the Dark Order.